It's Women's Wednesday, and so I got my girl in the house. Hello, Elise.
Hey, what's
Oh,
up?
you might do
Hi.
Elise Michelle Jones is in the house with us. And Elise, you do something that I think is pretty spectacular. I love what your website says, and of course that's elisemichelle.com. We'll give everybody the information coming up. But I love that you say that you help women plan, launch, and build profitable businesses.
Yes.
And personal brands.
Yes.
You can't leave that profitable
Right.
out. Tell us really what the impetus behind all this is and why you do what you do.
I do it. The reason why I do all this is because I want women of everyone to know that they have options. And one of the biggest options is entrepreneurship.
Right.
So that you can have this freedom lifestyle to do what you want, when you want it, whenever you want it. And so that's what I want to share with women, that you can do this and build a business that you love that makes money.
Can all women do this?
Oh yes, most definitely. All women from all ages can do this. Yes.
Like, give me an idea. Like, really, so, I'm clocking in at the bank every day. I could really have an option?
You can have an option, definite. In that time that you are not clocking in, okay?
Yeah.
You could be making money on some passion that you have, some skill sets that you have. Maybe because you're a bank teller, you are very organized with money, know how to keep up with money, budget money. You can literally produce a product, a program, or something to help other women like you build a budget and stay within, within their limits. Just because you have the skills of a teller, working in the bank.
Something like baking or designing something.
Oh my gosh, there are tons of business out there that people
Right.
are doing that, and a lot of them are doing it as a side hustle, which is great. Start
Right.
off as a side hustle and then move your way up into eventually full-time entrepreneur. That's how I started. I worked full-time first, got my monies up, okay,
Right.
and then decided to leave my full-time job to pursue being a full-time entrepreneur.
I always say, do what you got to do so that you can afford to do what you want
Yes, that's one of my favorite quotes. Yes.
to do. So tell us, I know you have lots of advice and you are online, on social media, and we're going to give everybody your contact information
Yes,
in a
good.
little while. But what are your top, let's say, 3 tips that you would offer someone looking to become a full-time entrepreneur?
My first tip is to know who your target market is, who your client or customer might be, and what their wants and needs are. A lot of times we jump into business and we are doing things that we love, which is fine.
Right.
But I think it's even more important to find out what the problem is that your client is having and that you offer that solution. The second thing is to not wait for it to be perfect. Get it out there and let's do this thing. Let's test it. Let's do the, what is it? I can't even think of the word I want to use. Validate your ideas. Totally validate your ideas. And then number 3, once you find that customer, then that's repeat what you did over and over and over again. Do not get the shiny object syndrome, right? At all.
Well, I know you have, like I said, you have a lot of advice, and you, in particular, you have a free toolkit that you offer women.
I do. It's called my Branding and Business Toolkit, and you can go get that at elisemichelle.com/toolkit, and it has worksheets, templates, and scripts to help you build your business and your brand very easily and quickly to make it happen for you.
How important is social media in building our businesses?
It is very important, and I think a lot of times when I'm dealing with women entrepreneurs, that's the one thing that they fear the most is social media. But you cannot get away from it. If you are not on social media, you do not have a business, point blank.
Really? It's just that simple?
It is really that simple, really, because everyone is there.
Yeah.
I mean, literally everyone is either on Facebook or Instagram. So why wouldn't you be there?
Absolutely. So you do individual consulting, you consult groups, you speak, you are a coach, you've got all of these tools, and you all can find them at elisemichelle.com. That's ALEASE, Michelle, y'all know how to spell Michelle with 2 L's, .com, on Instagram at Elise Michelle as well.
Yes, ma'am.
And there's the breadth of really what you have to offer. But I think the biggest thing that I learned about Elise is that she is, you are the, what do I want to call you? You are the cheerleading drill sergeant.
like that.
She's gonna cheer you on. She's gonna hold you because she came in the door asking me about my book that we were talking about. Where's your book? Where's your book? Let's talk about books real quick.
Okay.
You have a book as well.
I do, and it's called Greatness is in the Comeback. I wrote that book probably about 3 years ago, so it's really shame on me. I should be having another one out. But Greatness is in the Comeback is about my story, literally how I was able to rebrand myself. I got demoted from a job that I thought was the bomb diggity, and so I had to really realize, how do I rebrand myself and become my own person and not somebody else's, not someone else who had given me a title. So that book shows you how I use social media to do that.
And I love the story where you were in a job that you loved and that you were esteemed in, and the bottom fell out.
It fell out.
Which happens to a lot of people,
Yeah.
and particularly in this economic climate, it's gonna happen to some more
Right.
people. That's not the end.
Right. It's not. Oh, definitely. That's the beginning. And
That's
that
the
was the
beginning.
beginning for me and all of my peers, because once they saw that I bounced back quickly, they were all in my face. Like, how did you do that? You know, can I get some of that? You know?
Awesome.
So,
Well, one of the things I always tell people is never take advice from a person that doesn't have something that you're trying to obtain. And so that's why Elise is on the show today, because I know many of you are looking to become, even if it's a side hustle or moving your side hustle to full-time entrepreneurship, or just being encouraged to step out and do that thing that you know God told you to do. Elise is able to help you do that, and that's why she's on the show today. Make sure that you reach out to her. She's at Elise Michelle, ALEASE, Michelle.com, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Yes.
And she gonna help you out. That's really why she's on the show. Elise, thanks for joining us today.
you're welcome. I loved it. Thank you, Melanie.
Perfect. That's what I wanted people to know. Oh, good. Okay, good. I can edit that.